where do you see the line for a hobbyist? Because you've got guys that train 2 to 3 times a week, but then you've got some hobbyists that train every day, sometimes in the morning, sometimes twice a day. And then you've got guys like DeAndre Corbet, who probably isn't considered a hobbyist, but he had a 9 to 5 for the longest time, and he was competing at high levels.
But I would say most people are not competing even if they have a 9 to 5, even if they're training 6 days a week. I don't know many 6-day-a-week guys who are really good who are actually competing.
Gotcha.
I know this one guy, man, in fucking New York. He's in Brooklyn. He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you put him against world champions in his weight class at the training room, I think he will mess them up. I've felt many guys, and I'm surprised this guy he doesn't compete, but he literally says, "Oh, I don't compete." Most of these guys actually who are training 6 days a week, who are hobbyists, what separates them from competitors is they don't compete. But a competitor, typically, most guys are competing once a month, twice a month. Like, you look at what they do, especially at a local level, a lot of competitors are literally like getting in volume in competition settings week in and week out. And in the US, you have so many different competitions. So I think that's a big thing that separates a hobbyist or a filthy hobbyist from a competitor, which is how often are you competing? And what are your goals? Are your goals to get good at jiu-jitsu, or are your goals to win? At what level? Do you want to win at a local level? Do you want to win at a country level? Do you want to win at an international level? Do you want to consistently win at an international level? Right. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I was going to ask, kind of at the competition level, is like, when you're thinking about hobbyists, it's like, can you be a hobbyist and win at a high level, or if you're that already disqualifies you from really being a hobbyist?
How high level are we talking?
Like, probably not ADCC, but like IBJJF.
What belt? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Adults or masters?
Adult.
Adult white and blue belt, I think is very possible. Even purple belt is possible, but at brown and black, I would say you need to be like competing, or unless look, like what a lot of people forget is like they all think it's technique, but like Joseph Chen, he can give you his techniques. You ain't gonna do it like him.
Right.
So it comes down to the individual at the end of the day. If you're that level of talent, the normal rules of normal people do not apply to you.
Yeah.
You are breaking all the rules simply through sheer raw God-given talent.
Yeah.
But most people, I would say, like, you probably up to purple belt, you could, be a hobbyist, right? Obviously, you have to be training 6 days a week, stuff like this, really like working with competitors. But I think at brown and black, at IBJJF specifically, at adult, at masters, it changes a bit.
Right.
But at black, brown, IBJJF, adult, you have to be competing way more.
Gotcha.
You don't even have to increase volume of training if you're talented. You need to increase volume of competing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the importance isn't necessarily how you're training, it's just constant competition multiple times.
Well, it's both.
Yeah.
It's definitely both, but I can tell you, like, let's take for example, there are guys where I know guys, and I've worked with guys who've upped their trainings from, like, let's say six times a week to 9 times or 10 times. But they see no increase in their competition performance because they're simply not competing enough. Likewise, I know guys because they've moved to other countries and they have other things to do now, they had to go from a 9-time-a-week schedule to like only training 4 times. But the way that they supplement that 4-time-a-week training is by competing every 2 weeks or every week. That's, like, there are ways to really keep improving depending on what your situation is, depending on your goals. If you just understand like the core ingredients, it's like, how much time on the mat are you getting? What is the quality of your training design? How much time are you getting in a competition setting if that is one of your goals? And like, what are your physical constraints? Do you have tight hamstrings? Are you lanky and tall but skinny? Are you like Gordon Ryan? He started off tall, lanky, and skinny. Why did he go to the heavyweight division and bulk up? Because he saw a discrepancy in that division, but his body type for being so tall and lanky allowed him to put on 40 pounds and or 20 kilos and start competing at the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
So these are the things that really affect your training, and if you can learn to manipulate them and learn to just go with that schedule that you've decided, I'm hopeful for everybody who wants to achieve their goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.